What's going on, guys? This is Empty Box. Tokyo Xtreme Racer Drift 2. Let's do this. Getting back into this. Can't remember where in the world we were, but I am annoying boy. I have 154 fans, and hopefully we'll have some fun. Hopefully. Oh my goodness, John Cena is in the crowd. Holy moly. Anyways, oh, and we got John Cena and we got Flair. Apparently, we're just doing pro wrestling in the chat. That's what's going on here. But I can't remember where we were. Something. We gotta do these XP or the points races. Something or other. We got the Mercedes. That's just awesome, although it's not really that good. But I guess we got people to race. We got this guy, Jet Set. You must love beating me, don't you? Come on, my car's about to break. I mean, definitely not an innuendo there. Is he still yelling out random obnoxious phrases like, "Stomp on it"? This time he's changed his stage from Hakone to Hakone Nanamagari. It's not a major spot like Hakone, so there haven't been as many complaints about Tetsuda's obnoxious screaming, but it's probably only a matter of time before they start coming in. Okay. Alright. Sounds like a stand-up guy. First race of the day, and we're preparing for struggle. Oh wait, this is that track with the nothing but hairpins, and we just straight up the inside there. Quality, top-notch racing action, well executed. You know, to be honest, I totally forgot I got the 190 until I got into the game. I'm like, oh yeah, that's right, that happened. I remember that, vaguely. Got the Blitzen edition. Yeah, actually, I feel like this thing seems to handle these hairpins surprisingly well. I remember last time I wasn't really a fan of this thing, but feels pretty gripped up. That is until I drive it just straight into the wall, you know. Just we're getting the chase cam for the day out of the way early. Oh yeah, conclude right before we get the hit the actual proper finish line, you know. Oh wait, did I already beat that guy? I don't know. Street Homage. This guy with the license plate Street. Yeah. Whenever I get worried over my future, I find that the open road chases my troubles away. Alright. This guy, I'm not even going to attempt to pronounce that, Janucci has been hoping for a long time that the owner will make him a full employee, but as of now, he's still just a lowly part-timer. At this rate, he wonders if he's ever going to make something of himself. He vents his frustration by going out and racing like a madman. But does he vanish into the crowd? That is the question. Tokyo Xtreme Racer Drift 2. It's about midgets, VTEC jokes, a random Mercedes, because random Mercedes, an incredibly oversensitive R2 button, a guy who yells, "Action!" and a lady who just is like, "Action!" and vanishing into the crowd. No! Nailed it. Oh, we just figured out drift cheese. Just go into the corner, rip the handbrake. Just downshift. No! Judgment has been stopped. No. All right, we're close to a breakthrough here, guys. We are so close to a breakthrough. I'm not even joking. Like, I'm just suddenly, all of a sudden, it's just clicked. Maybe not. Maybe not. No, why did I do that? Didn't have enough speed to rip the handbrake. Remind me to go ahead and change over to the I gotta change over to the guy. The lady is just like, I mean, she's like the rip-off version of like Siri, you know? Just like, really? Just like, you need to be more excited. We're drifting down the side of a freaking mountain in a mid-2000s Japanese racing game. You gotta be a little bit more excited. Yes, yes, Matt. It is in the button config. It is in the view config. Definitely. That's exactly where I'd expect to see, you know. Alright, let's go back. Wait, time out. Time out. Handbrake cheese. My favorite kind of cheese, to be entirely honest. But we need to make that handbrake super sensitive. Oh yeah. I mean, crank in that brake bias into the rear. I mean, traction control. I mean, now we have a proper German drift machine. Alright, this guy has no chance this time. We got the handbrake cheese loaded up. We got the traction control turned off because apparently the traction control comes on by default. Wow, another loss. It's all because of the CA. Well, personally, I'd blame the CIA, but, I mean, same difference. Terauchi's 180SX is a most unfortunate car. Barely a month after she bought it, they came out with a new 180SX with an SR engine. But where could you get a couple of SR20s a week before Race Wars? Where? She immediately tried to trade hers in for the new model, but now she's attached to the old one and plans to stick with it. She hates the SR180SX. You jelly? You jelly. Let the rear shed tears. I like the way this guy's talking. Prepare for struggle. That's what I tell my rear tires before entering one of these races. Although this isn't a drift race, but we're going for it anyways. And apparently turning the traction control off does absolutely nothing, because when you just go ahead and woo, breakthrough, breakthrough accomplished. Boy, we y'all should have told me to turn the traction control off. Although I do have to watch the corner exits. I do tend to late apex, if you would, and that can cause all sorts of problems. Yeah, I want to know why this chick was all like, she loses because of the CA when it's a time attack race. Like, your CA points have nothing to do with it? Unless, wait. Or is CA the category race things? This game is so confusing for no reason at all. Anyways, back to Street Gambler. This guy, he stands no chance. It is time to annihilate. Oh, CA is CA18, the engine in the early S13. So there we go. Okay, just poor corner. We can get it back. No! Man, we also got to beat this guy, though. This guy's fast. All right, we got the points. Time attack mode. All right, we're catching him. He just basically binned it. German power! Don't fail us now! You thought you had me? You didn't even have your car. Simple as that. Get on my level. As the kids back in my day used to say, Gommel. Actually, I don't think the kids back in my day said that, but I did. Hee hee. If you have any idle merchandise on you, I'll pay good money for it. Oh, hey, this is one of those supporter guys. Otherwise known as one of those people who keep saying, hey, I should make a t-shirt. Which is nobody, but I feel like I should make a t-shirt just because it'd be funny. We need to make the trucks and t-shirt a thing. I don't know why I haven't done that, because I said I'm going to do that, and I keep mentioning it, but just never get around to it. Stupid laziness. Anyways, once a socially awkward computer programmer, lately he's been spending his days chasing internet idol Nento-chan across the country. He keeps all his possessions in his car, so his cargo room is always full of posters and flyers he gets at events. So this guy is like creepy internet stalker before creepy internet stalking was like a thing. Well, sort of. I mean, it's always a thing. It's creepy people plus anonymity, you know. It's a thing, but hey, you know, let's keep track here. Oh man, look at that all-wheel drive cheese off the line, man. And I'm now set with the brake bias set all the way to the rear. I hit the brakes, the actual brakes, not the handbrake, and the thing just bogs down, just like, yeah, here you go. I just give you the full-on, you know, freaking iRacing anti-stall technique here. Oh, that was beautiful. Yeah, it turns out it's a hell of a lot easier when you, A, turn the traction control off, and B, just bounce off the walls, because Tokyo Xtreme Racer, yo. But when you don't have to worry about ripping the frickin' handbrake off every single corner. How's that rig design process coming along? Haven't really spent much time working on it, because reasons which may become clear in a month or two. Can't say much more than that until a month or two. Well, you'll probably see. Anyways, what else do we got going on here? I think we need to work on these daytime category races and all that stuff. Although that race would be pretty freaking useless. I feel like whoever did the game design for this game just like didn't play the game. He just like, hey, you know what? We need to add more stuff, so let's add more stuff. And then forgot that like more stuff isn't better stuff. Just like, you know. Like I think I've ranted about the BBS system in this game like more than enough already. And while I feel like that is a dead horse that needs beaten once again, you know. Carter McFall. Alright. Why didn't you stream the iRacing Indy 500? Because I didn't race in the iRacing Indy 500. Because waste of time. That's how I see it. You know, the thing with iRacing special events, the ones that I have looked forward to, I've been burned by. And by that I mean, like, massive server issues that just leads to the race being a total farce, being a total joke. And if I'm not gonna look forward to it more than just like a standard race, then what's really the point? Like, to me, longer distance races aren't challenging, they're just longer. And part of that is probably because of the way I drive. I am a fairly conservative sim racer. You know, so it's like, it's just like, is someone else gonna screw up, or am I gonna just make a mistake that I probably would have made anyways in a regular distance race? So yes! Yes! We got an event we can race in, guys. And it's for FR cars. It's the Fur Attack. And we can win the Sublimity Cup. I had totally forgotten about the Sublimity Cup. What? You are currently riding a special car. Special cars can only be used in races open to all cars or in the special car round special stages. Special races. Okay, that's like the tiny little like freaking like fine print at the very bottom that they don't like. It doesn't even exist, but like you get out a magnifying glass and you're like, oh hey, I guess maybe it kind of sort of isn't legal. Oh, but that's bullcrap right there, because there's like nothing special about this car. It's not like overpowering or anything like that. I mean, we can get cars that are just as fast, just as front engine, rear wheel drive. We're not going into Gymkhana, not grinding that out, at least not on stream, because that's, ain't nobody wants that. But we probably got to win the Sublimity Cup if we're going to advance. Toyota up. Or, oh, Cup. Yeah. Yep, we don't have a Toyota. So what we need is a rear-wheel drive Toyota. Can anyone suggest me a rear-wheel drive Toyota? Har har har. Anyways, I missed a question in here. What do you think of the hypercar class that may be added to WC in new 2020 regulations? I'm interested in seeing what they actually look like. Although no! Thank you. The like rendering kind of preview thing that they showed. Oh no! I forgot that corner. but the like generic like this is what the car's gonna look like, but it's not gonna look like that because the engineers will find out like 50,000 loopholes and totally circumvent the whole thing anyways. Like it kind of looked like the McLaren Senna. And I was like, you know, let's just hope that's just because like McLaren is in on it, and like there's been that rumor for a while now that McLaren could return to Le Mans, you know, with the intention of going for an overall win, perhaps, and maybe that's why, but yeah, we got to see what actually comes out of it before oh really, that's just a wall kiss, bullcrap. Because I mean, really 419 points for that, that's a bunch of bull. But you know, if it ends up turning up into, you know, late 90s GT1, ain't no one gonna be complaining, you know, but who knows, you know. Did I like the Texas IndyCar race? But going back to the previous topic, before I get on that topic, McLaren Senna, easily like the ugliest hypercar that's like actually a thing. Like, it's almost like, oh my goodness, you actually made a car that is terrible looking. Like, because like honestly, I really like the way McLarens look. But that one just like, yeah, you're doing the McLaren thing where you're assigning stupid names to projects, and you're just like, you know, super like, you know, pocket protector. I mean, that's what I think of when I think of McLaren, a computer and a pocket protector, because they're you know, that stupid corner, because like everything is like just so mechanical and cold, you know. I think this time around they tried to be all like, hey, you know what, let's put a little bit something else into it. Yeah. Yep, that wasn't gonna work. But the Texas IndyCar race, I wasn't like, it wasn't like terrible. It wasn't like, oh, I can't stand to watch this, you know, this is totally broken. I wouldn't say it was... I hate these stupid events. I hate these stupid events. I really do. I wouldn't say it was like terrible. I wouldn't say it was anything special like that drift was. That drift was definitely pretty special, at least for my skill. But you know, there was passing, there was action. You know, granted, not this kind of action, this top-notch entertainment that I am giving you guys, but you know, like that's what a Texas race and IndyCar, in my eyes, should look like. I am definitely not a Pac fan, and I know a lot of people are, you know, super big time fans of Pac racing, you know. Oh my goodness, Fontana 2015 was the best race. You know, Chicagoland, like every freaking race at Chicagoland was like the best race. Why don't they race at Chicagoland? Because like it's always like super close. You know, not on that bandwagon. Yeah, I want to see races where there's comers, there's goers. No! Woo! Saved it. You know, and you know, people can pass, people can charge through the field, different strategies, and you know, the driver matters. And I don't think there's anything I can say about that race where I'm like, yeah, you know, that was a crappy race. Like, no, it was a good race. Nothing special. God dang it. Comers and goers. Is that an Iowa thing? Here in the Midwest, one of the big gas station chains is called Come and Go, which, as you can probably figure out, yeah. Oh, well, we've got it anyways. These stupid events. Shoot your phone and hit the road. I have not heard that one, but yes, that is a good one. And it's actually pretty funny because the come and goes used to be like really shady. Like they were easily the worst, you know, gas station around. Like you did not want to go into a come and go because that's like, that was the gas station where you're just all like, yeah, I'm not using the bathroom here because freaking bad things are gonna happen in that bathroom, guaranteed. But then some point they're all like, hey, you know what? Let's I didn't even touch the wall. Let's go ahead and fix things up, and now they're the best gas stations. Like, I'm always looking for the come and go. Heyo! How are the gas prices around there? I got gas yesterday. It was like $3.20 something for premium. It's like $3, $2.89, something like that for regular ethanol. No, man. I had the angle set. All right, boys, we can do it. I love how you get points for drifting even though you're just sliding. Like, they didn't figure out the difference between drifting and actual sliding. Oh, that just... We had it, and then we blew it. 412 for 93. That absolutely would suck. Just saying. You know what else sucks? Doing the same event for like the 82nd time in a row because you keep nipping the walls, you know? Alright, watch our entry speed. Ow! Yeah, that should not have been any points because, again, drifting versus sliding. Oh! Oh! Yep. We're done here. We're done here, boys. Pack it on up. We're going home. We are going home. They won't let us run for the Sublimity Cup. And we don't have a Toyota to win the top rank medal. So we're going to Shiga Kusatsu. Let's see here. The Davis shield and the Nissan Up. They really probably could have done a little bit better job with that little logo, cause yeah. You ever tried drifting the Rally X cars in Simcana? It's pretty fun. I'm not sure what any of that means except for the Rallycross cars. Woo! Rip a tasty one. Scrumptious. No! This stupid freaking song. Oh my god. Gotta remember, invisible wall to the inside there. Longest road trip I've ever gone on? That'd be the trip down to Sebring I took in 2014. Which it's pretty difficult to get a further road trip from where I live because, like, in the middle, when you live in the middle of the country, like, you can't drive it across the country because you, like, can't do that. Although I will say I haven't taken a trip out west. That's something I should do eventually, but... And screw these CA cups. You know, I lose because of the CA. That's what that one chick said. That's what I'm saying. Apparently we're talking about two very different things, but I most definitely lose because of the CA. Chicago to Denver is a really boring drive. Anytime you have to drive through Nebraska is a boring drive. Like, oh great physics there, game. Just stuck in the wall. Yeah, thanks. And really, honestly, once you get past like Des Moines, like anything west of Des Moines is just like just garbage until presumably you actually hit the mountains. And I don't mean that there's like anything necessarily wrong with Nebraska, but like, let's be real, there's like nothing at all. And like it's even debatable whether there's anything, you know, west of Chicago before you get to Des Moines in the first place. Like, oh, just boss that corner right there. I like how in any racing games, when you hit a corner right, like it doesn't matter what game you're playing. Like you could be playing freaking Mario Kart. When you hit a corner right, you just are like, yeah. Although I will say, one thing that surprised me how terrible it was to drive through was Florida itself. And I don't mean that because like the drivers in Florida are the Florida drivers and they're all like all 95 because Florida, but just like flat straight roads, no scenery, nothing interesting, just straight roads. Come on! Got it. Plenty of time. Plenty of time. We had days. Are you taking a break from my racing or are you done with the cautions? You know, that's a difficult question because I can't remember what's an SP race. SP race, don't hit the wall. Yeah, that's what it is. Whatever. We're not wall riding in this game. But you know, it's one of these things where I see so many problems. I've seen so many problems over the years. I've seen them stand by and just do nothing. And you know, the poor communication and, you know, poor activation of their community in several regards. It's just like, why bother doing anything to basically support them, which is what it is, you know. You know, I get the enjoyment out of it. You guys get the enjoyment out of it. They get an upside. Like, it's a win-win-win for everybody. But it's just like, at some point, it just kind of makes me just step back and be like, is it really, do I really want to bother? But I mean, honestly, there's only two things that I have any interest in running in iRacing right now, and that's the Spec Racer 4, just because that car, for whatever reason, has always seemed to have a very good community. You know, even at its position, like, for whatever reason, it seems like the people that drive that car either are, you know, experienced drivers and they race good and fantastic freaking racing, or alternatively, they may be newer drivers, but they're not the hard-headed newer drivers for the most part. Now, yeah, you still get the guys who are all like, "Oh, I didn't expect you to brake like a girl" as you're lapping them 5 laps into a race. Hashtag never forget. But it's just a better community. It's just like, it's fun. I enjoy driving the car. Like, that's the only thing I particularly have interested in. Although I would like to run the Nissan in the Camel series, but, you know, speaking of the same thing, you know, the brakes on that car are totally freaking broke. Okay, anyone who's all like, "Oh, well, it's perfectly fine that when you apply like 65% of your brake pedal calibration, that the brakes lock up." Like, I understand why it happens. I understand how iRacing sets it, but it doesn't work from a sim racing standpoint, and I'm not going to go in here and just like recalibrate my pedals to a totally different standard just because of one car with brakes that are totally stupid, when iRacing can very well actually fix the freaking brakes. Because honestly, while I have the opportunity with my pedals, because I do have fantastic freaking pedals, the dude with freaking Logitech pedals that have like no resistance in the first place and have very limited travel, like, it's gonna be screwed over in that car, and it's just totally stupid. But, you know, it's just like, the brakes on that car get me going, really do. Yeah, the Skippy community is definitely one of the higher spots, don't get me wrong, but I feel like the Skippy being more popular means you get into races that are more competitive, and it also tends to mean that sometimes you see things that you're just kind of like, come on, guys. I don't mean like, oh, you're racing like a bunch of madmen, but like just poor sportsmanship. And of course, you see that everywhere, but you know, that's kind of one of those things where it does often depend on the concentration of who you're racing with. And plus, in terms of the slow cars that are awesome to race, for some reason I just like the Spec Racer. It's just like, I just like it. And I honestly don't know why I like the Spec Racer as much as I do, because I never used to like it in iRacing. Never used to have like a thing for it, but like, you know, somewhere along the lines it clicked, and it's just like, this car is so much fun. And plus, this is a cool looking car. It's like a little tiny miniature Porsche 908, sorta, kinda. I don't know. I always thought it looked cool. Yeah, that baby Can-Am vibe. Yeah, that's one way of looking at it. Although, I'm not sure how much Can-Am vibe you can get when you have not even 100 horsepower. Like, it may look the part, but as soon as you hit the go pedal, it most certainly does not deliver the performance. You know, that would be an interesting idea for a racing series. Just to, like, you have to dyno all of the engines, you know, before the season starts, you know, and it has to be all homologated specifically, and there's a horsepower limit. There's a really low horsepower limit. Like, let's just say like 300 horsepower. You cannot have an engine that produces more than 300 horsepower no matter what. It's illegal to go above 300 horsepower because that's the arbitrary limit. You can do anything else that you want though, just no more than 300 horsepower. I think it'd be interesting to see what happens. Like, would you get guys that are just like all of the torque, you know, none of the power, but, you know, taking that approach? Or would you have like just maximum ludicrous fuel efficiency going on, so that way they could run their car really light? Like, I think you could make a really fun thing, not out of like making it production based within limits, like, you know, TCR. I'm not familiar with TCR, but I imagine it's somewhat similar to that, where there is a limit. Or, you know, like the WRC cars, where they only had, you know, a certain amount of power and they were heavily limited to just that amount of power. But, you know, if you like fully opened it up so you could make a true purpose-built engine to like the same specifications and standards, but you had that requirement. And of course, no minimum weight. Like, I think that would actually be really interesting, but we'll never see it because for some reason in modern racing we've come to the conclusion that a tighter rule book makes for more participation and better racing, when really it just makes the racing more stale and stagnant because you can only do so much. Oh yeah, there's plenty of series out there that, you know, heavily limit the amount of power that the cars are capable of producing. I mean, heck, you could even apply it to, you know, the GT cars, the GT cars, basically like 480, 490, somewhere thereabouts, depending on the day, maybe a little bit more. You know, the GT3 cars are in that same ballpark, and, you know, yeah, there's a little bit of variance, but like, for the most part, everybody's really boxed in that same limit. But I'd like to see it taken a step further. Just full-on global warfare of engine types. Like, you want to run like a little baby V10 that's got like 300 horsepower? Well, go ahead. You want to go ahead and run a one-cylinder with 300 horses? Go ahead. I feel like we just did this race, but it said that we didn't do this race, so I'm doing this race again. You know what? I'm not doing this race again. I'm not doing this race again. Isn't sport cars usually open, but they still bounce the power somehow? Yes, and in sports cars and endurance racing, you know, they do limit the power. Like, there was I remember reading about it. The Corvette C6R GT1, you know, the 7-liter monster back in the day, it was limited to basically 600 horsepower through the restrictors. But I remember reading that engine, if they took the restrictors off and ran it full bore to its performance level, that thing was putting out well over 700 horsepower when it was actually breathing properly like it should. You know, and every one of the cars out there, you know, racing in GT and GT3 could easily put out more power than what they are actually putting down to the ground. It's just, it's so limited. But at the same time, you get to the point where, to be honest, it's probably pretty tough to build a racing engine that can put out less than 490 horsepower. Because most of these street cars already come with way more power than that and are designed to last, you know, at least a decent amount of miles. But it's a crazy world we live in. My goal is to become the top rally driver. I can't afford to have a breakdown here. He displays an enormous talent for picking up the ins and outs of highway racing. In fact, in less than a year, he's gotten so good that there's not a racer in Morocco who doesn't know him. However, He set his sights on the very pinnacles of racing and hopes to join the rally circuit someday. A noble goal. Ooh, a prelude. Gambling battle. Gambling battle. Mike, you have not missed much. Let's put it that way. Although, holy moly, I can't see where I'm going. I cannot see where I am going. Oh, great, there's a flash of lightning. And it just made everything darker. So, yeah. GG emulator. And now we are driving on dirt. Oh, yeah, this is gonna go swell. We are driving by feel. Oh, yes. That's what you gotta do to get a Prelude. Because everybody definitely wants a Honda Prelude. Speaking of which, whatever happened to the Honda Prelude? I feel like the Honda Prelude got replaced by a two-door Accord V6 version, but I feel like that probably isn't the proper replacement for the Prelude. Just throwing that out there. I mean, you know, people talk about Honda should bring back the S2000 and make front-wheel drive cars that are actually cool again, ish, you know, and do Honda things. But what about the Prelude? Okay, that was some physics right there. And like, honestly, speaking of the Accord, yeah, the S2000 was rear wheel drive, but the Prelude or the Accord, the V6 two-door, like the V6, I think has like 260. 300 horsepower, somewhere thereabouts. I don't know because I've never looked at an Accord. And like, it looks like it should be fairly sporty, but like it's a Honda Accord, you know? Like, it's not what you think of. You know, the Honda Accord is like the better of the beige mobiles. 240 horsepower. Okay, I was drastically overestimating. Not sure where I got that idea from then. But anyways, these front-wheel drive sedans with these sporty looks that they have now, you know, trying to cram in, you know, it's just, why? Anyways, other racers always pick on me and call me Psychic Drift. No, your name is Night Requiem. Do you understand? Am I really that creepy? Yes. Yes, you are. People often speak of his so-called ghost drifting, where his car will seem to disappear and then suddenly reappear in front of his rival. Surprise, motherfucker! Almost as if it teleported there. It's even said that if you battle him in the summer, the air around him seems to get chilly. Yeah, the new Accord, not a fan of it. Quite frankly, I don't think any of the Hondas look good. Like, but the Accord in particular, like, okay, I'm gonna go down the rabbit hole here. Oh joy, one of these stupid freaking races. I'm gonna go down the rabbit hole here and complain about how modern Hondas look. You know, someone at my work got one of the new Civics, and I'm just like, what the hell? Like, it looks like it's trying to be like mean and angry and like, ooh, performance and sportiness and all that stuff. But then you're like, that's not like the Type R. That's just like the basic, you know, normal people version. You know, the people who want just, you know, a good Honda Civic car, you know? So why? And then the Accord looks like the front end was totally designed to meet some bumper regulations because, like, it literally is just like a flat front trim piece that you're just all like, did they forget to put this on or something? It just, oh my goodness. It's not good. It's not good. And it just, It doesn't make any sense. Like, I just don't get it. These cars are not performance cars. They are not macho manly cars or anything like that. They're just good, solid cars. That's what they're designed to do. The Lexus, yeah, there's another one. That spindle grille. Like, okay, yeah, for like your performance version, sure, go for it, but like, you look at some of these cars and you're just like, no, you're trying too hard. Which, on that note, can I just say that Infinity, like the Q50 or something like that, I have to give major props on that one, because that's actually like a tasty looking, modern Japanese car. Oh my goodness, that... Okay, you know what? We're gonna call it a night of racing anything that requires drift edge. We're just gonna pretend that doesn't happen. Anyways, Indy A. I feel really sorry about all the bad things I did in the past. Now I'm living clean. Rival profile, he did 13 years in San Quentin. Oh wait, wrong game. He's finally put his past as a dirty racer who'd even bribe his opponents to get victory and fame behind him. For him, money talks, and his tricked out car speaks volumes. It's the reason he's fast, and lately, he's coming to realize that. But he still seems to confuse having a fast car with being a fast racer. Oh my goodness, that... Guy, your headlights, man, your tail lights. You should get those checked out. Oh wait, solid cars. Sorry, that's the iRacer in me. Lols. Sometimes I just forget when the cars are solid. See? It's difficult for me to figure out. Oh yes. All-wheel drive GTR. Gets onto the dirt, goes absolutely nowhere. Rear-wheel drive Mercedes gets onto the dirt, goes like stink. Yes, because Germany, yo. All right, just creeping along there, 5 miles an hour in the middle of the corner, apparently. I don't know what this looks like on stream, because I know sometimes the colors kind of get shifted. Okay, I can't even comprehend those physics there. That just not even of this world right there. The car just like yoink. I mean, I know this game isn't like realistic at all, obviously, but like you do expect the car to do certain things, but that just like, I don't know. Anyways, I had something, I had a thought process there. Just a second here, taking care of some YouTube things. I'm sure some of you guys can probably figure that out here. But there we go. We should be anyways, you got a trickster. At first I thought it was a bad choice, but now I'm glad I went with the Z. Mr. Gon's a genius. Is he now? I like the Z so much that they keep building the Z, and they keep building the Z, and they keep building the Z, and they keep building the Z. And 20 years from now, they will still be building the same freaking Z. Maybe his decision to buy a Z was a bit hasty, but now that he's been in for it for a while, it's starting to grow on him. So you bought a car you didn't even like. Good job, buddy. Good job. Anyways, Kobayashi's technique is steadily improving. He's got the stomach shimmy down, little by little, almost as if he's bonding with the car. Now he's beginning to think that buying a Z was a good idea after all. So you bought a car that you didn't know if you really liked, and then you decided, hey, I need more power. Eventually you kept tuning the thing up until it has 561 Ps of power, and then you decided, hey, you know what? Maybe now I like this car. Yeah. Who'd have thought? Who'd have thought? Look at that cutscene. Isn't that what everyone does, though? You know, I don't think I've ever bought a car and decided, yeah, you know what? It'll be better when I add double the power, and that's when I'll actually like it, because that will fix everything. I mean, I know it happens, because obviously, you know, you add double the power to anything. I mean, that's just how it works, but I'm not sure I'd buy a car with the expectation that maybe, hopefully, I'll like it once I actually do that. Seems pretty crazy. Yeah, don't mind me. Just slamming you into the barrier. Yeah, I like the, I've always found the complaints about the lack of power in the, and whatever you want to call them, the GT86. Kind of strange, because it's like, do you really need more than 200 horsepower? I haven't. Now I'm gonna say that with some caveats here, which we'll get into, and I'm sure many of you guys can figure out for yourselves. But we got that reinforced level 4. But like, you know, my car's got 200 horsepower, and you know, of course it's a Honda, so it's got no torque, and you have to rev the snot out of it to get anywhere close to actually 200 horsepower. But like, that's part of the fun, because it is a slow car. That means you get to, you know, jump on it. Whereas if you know, you got like 800 horsepower in your car, like, yeah, you can go really fast in the proper environment, but like, you can't actually use that unless you want to end up, you know, in jail or dead, you know. So it's like, you know, it's, I mean, yeah, probably would be better with a little bit more power, but, you know, it's like, you know, you don't need much more. You want more, but you don't need more, right? He's famous in the racing world for handling a technique that are so precise you might think he's a highway cop. When I think of the best drivers in the world, I most certainly do not think of highway cops. However, he's actually a quiet, aloof man who has almost nothing to do with other racers. Sometimes he'll stop his car at scenic points to watch the sunrise. I would say this guy's a good guy, but he's probably a cop. And I mean, I don't hate the police, but, you know, cops. Cops racing, you know, downhill on mountains. Like, this is some Fast and Furious level stuff going on here. As I throw the undercover cop into the wall. Would it be too soon for that joke? Because I feel like it would not be too soon for that joke, but for some reason it seems like, you know, a lot of people love themselves some Paul Walker. I never quite understood the reasoning, but, you know, hey. Well, hey, you know what? If you guys wanted to make that joke about the cop ending up in the wall there, you know, go ahead and do it for yourself. Whoa. Whoa. Yeah, my car has bigger numbers than yours, though, so therefore better. You know, if you're one of the people that subscribe to that thought process, you're probably not buying a GT86 in the first place. You're probably buying something more akin to, you know, a Mustang or a Camaro or, you know, something like that. And not that there's anything wrong with that. But, like, you know, that's not the line of thinking when the car is designed or on the idea of being unexceptional in any one specific thing, but being, you know, a pretty good thing in what it does, which is being a, you know, nice little, relatively cheap sports car. You know, like the Miata. It's like people these days. Those people buy Hellcats. Yeah. Although I will say, it's like, you know, it is surprising. I feel like it is very surprising how many of those little Hellcat badges you see on Chargers now. And you're all like, wait. You know that they're probably not fake because I don't think that's like a thing. But you see the people driving these cars and you're like, you do not have need for 700 horsepower. Like, I mean, really? Really? I mean, are you just like doing weekend drag racing? Like, I mean, it's already pretty crazy when you're driving the SRT version. I mean, just crank it to 12. 700 horsepower Miata, there you go. It's not hard to be fast, just floor it and tear around corners. Bullcrap, you're a moron. But getting CA points is tougher. Well, I can agree with that, and that's a CA battle. I almost didn't notice that, so we'll just go ahead and ignore that for a moment. I'm on a drift racing tour across Japan. How'd you like to be one of my souvenir victories? He's been living out his drift car. I commend you for the stick-to-itiveness, sir. You must be good people. It's not the most comfortable place to sleep, though. During a drift tour across the entire length of Japan, God save those tires. For the past few months, he's been racing Shiga Kusatsu. However, his car is weighted down with cooking utensils and other junk because he's living out of his car, and the pots and pans make a terrible racket when he drifts, akin to that moron who's got the subwoofers that are poorly installed and shimmy and shatter all over the place, resulting in on top of the already horrendous music that they are probably listening to. Sorry, am I reading too much into this bio here? I feel that was pretty accurate. Guy's license plate is Maita. Might have been faster without some pots and pans in your car. 700 horsepower Miata sounds like a good way to end up dead. I mean, crumple zones, man, crumple zones. You best put a cage in there first and foremost before you think about 700 horsepower in a Miata. Then again, I also am a person who is larger in stature, so like any car I get into, I just can't help but think, like, if I get into a car crash, oh my goodness, my legs are just straight up gone. You know, that's the fun thing of when you're relatively tall. A lot of cars you get into, your knees are like already in the dashboard, and you just like have that thought, like, you know, light fender bender, yeah, probably broken legs, guaranteed. Joy. All right, I think I can. Silly German rear-wheel drive. Why you not go faster on dirt? There's some awesome driving. How is this guy still ahead of me? Sometimes you just gotta lick that postage stamp, bruh. There you go. All right, and we're on. Oh, I know how that guy was still ahead of me because I can't friggin' see. That's how. Yeah, that's a pretty accurate description of what's going on here. So I'm squinting at the screen, just like, please headlights, light the way. Please save me. Need some laser LEDs from LMP1 hybrid here. It's the only way to solve this thing. Of course you should gut your Civic because race car. I don't know if the because race car meme thing is still going, but because race car, right? Definitely. It's definitely a great idea. I mean, psst. Let's be real. Weight reduction is the best modification ever because you get more performance. And if someone's all like, really? Why? You can just be all like, you know, I get better fuel mileage than you do too, asshole. And just drop it right there and just walk away. All because of your weight reduction. Yeah, it's true. Whoa, 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 whoa. Whoa, whoa, buddy. Hold on. Know your place. Second, that's your place. Trying to overtake me there with mountain strategies? Come on now. Who needs a spare tire in the car? The only time you need a spare tire is when it's on the car. So if it's in the car, it's just doing nothing, right? I mean, that's how it works, right? Racing is fun and all that, but don't forget to pick up an issue of Road Reaver. His day job is as editor of the monthly racing magazine Winding Road. So what's Road Reaver then? Why should we pick up Road Reaver if you work for Winding Road and you're so proud of it? I don't know. If it hadn't been for the magazine editing job, he would probably never have known the world of drift racing. Now, though, drifting is practically his entire life. It's like killing two birds with one stone. I hope you eat those birds, because otherwise that's just a waste of perfectly good bird, a-hole. Why have I not just skipped forward to the next day so that way I got some actual weather where I could see the freaking road? Like, that's what a smart person would have done. Instead, here I am just like, there, I can't see. Let's go for another race. This will be fun, guys. Yep. Welcome to Wally World. Park's closed. I can't help it. Whenever I go, just gotta go to Wally World, man. Should you supercharge your Civic? What is the purpose of supercharging your Civic, and what do you aim to achieve with supercharging your Civic? I'm sorry. I'm like a total stick in the mud. Like, if you're asking like a serious question, I mean, like, I mean, there's the pros and cons that all need to be weighed, and the benefits, and is it worth doing? Because, I mean, what are you gonna do? Just like drive slightly faster, or like are you like going racing? You know, what kind of racing are you doing, and all that sort of thing. You know, I mean, you know, it's like what are you doing? You know, I mean, is there actually a point to it, or is it just like because, you know? Breathing and rhythm are critical to racing. Think you've got your breathing down? Right? Isn't that how it goes? I don't know, I'm not a pregnant lady, so I can't tell you. Might need to go to breathing classes. His oddball has installed a metronome on his dashboard to give him a beat to follow while he races. According to Sino, every highway has its own rhythm. And you'd be surprised at how much better you can race when you get yourself in tune with that rhythm. Here's the question. Is this mountain 90 beats per minute in 3/4 time, or 120 beats per minute in 4/4 time? And what happens when you add in some cut time sections? And what about 7/16ths? And alternating measures of 7/16ths and 6/13ths and some other thingamajiggers and dotted 64th notes. Stuff like rhythm. Sorry, just way horrible right there. I took something that I could have done something with, and it just failed. Forgive me, for I have failed. I feel you used to be in a band. Yeah, it's in middle school band. It's in 1 year of high school band, and then they all like, hey, yeah, marching band, and then I'm all like, yeah, this actually really sucks. And it didn't help that the conductor for the band was what we call a band Nazi, because he was super into it. And like, you know, honestly, nothing wrong with that. Like, hey, you're gonna do something and that's like gonna be your job, like, you know, yeah, be all in on it. Like, don't get me wrong, but I just was not nearly committed to that level, as in like I very rarely if ever actually practiced. Which, yeah, kind of regret it a little bit. Maybe I would have actually been like better, but you know, hey, whatever. Yeah, the thing that broke it for me, the whole band thing, was marching band and running around with a saxophone. Like, it just like, this is not a good idea. There's no musical instrument that running around with is a good idea. Like, all of this just seems like an incredibly stupid idea for some contrived competition, because somewhere along the way, like, people decided, hey, you know what would be really cool is if we played in a band, but we were all running around making different formations and stuff like that, because that'd just be cool. So, I mean, I don't know. I don't get it, man. Bad times, man. Bad times. Are we done with all the bad guys? I think we might be done with like all the bad guys, and then we can hopefully, when we switch over to the next day, we should see some slasher action. I have a feeling we're not gonna, but I can hope, right? Because I want some slasher action. It's the hash-slinging slasher. What car does Mr. Box got in real life? It's on the channel. We got the Mazda up race. Nothing new happening in the BBS. But it isn't on the channel. I actually did a video driving back across the border from Missouri to Iowa, town full of nothing but fireworks. It's on the channel if you wanted to find it. But no, anyways, RSX Type S. So, anyways, what car did we need to get into? We have 2 midgets. State car. Is that like when you put the little flags on it and you drive it in a motorcade? It becomes a state car. Get it, guys? This is a joke. It's funny. Although, see, now I'm uncomfortable knowing that there's people who may have heard what car I drive, and like, just like, it's terrifying, man. Like, just, oh goodness, not state car. Yeah, sell the car. We don't need a midget. We already got a midget. There's only room for so many midgets in my life. Yeah, I know we've had this discussion before as to car types and the names and, you know, what happened to all the good names for cars. Here's one that totally was poorly named. They wasted really good names on a car that should not have had really good names wasted on it. The Mirage Cyborg. That's a freaking awesome name. Instead, it's this. Like, they could have called the Evo, like, the Mitsubishi Mirage, because it's so fast and nimble and it does all the things and all that it's like a Mirage. They could have called it the Cyborg because of, like, the computerization and all that stuff. Instead, they just went with Evolution, which is just like, okay, yeah, that's not, like, terrible, but it's not nearly as cool as Mirage or Cyborg. So, you blew it. You done screwed up. And that's why nobody even remembers that Mitsubishi makes cars and sells them here in America anymore. Yeah, did you remember, guys, that Mitsubishi still sells cars in America? Because I didn't until just like 2 weeks ago when the dealer, like, ripped up and moved on out. Anyways, things these days. Yeah. 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 That is delicious right there. That is one delicious. I even kind of actually like that little roost scoop because it reminds me of the GT500 cars, and that's definitely not a bad thing at all because the GT500 cars, like, are freaking awesome. Yeah, the Mitsubishi Eclipse Cross. I was just cruising through Twitter one day and I see a sponsored ad from Mitsubishi being like, "Hey, look at the new Eclipse," and I'm like, "It's a freaking crossover." Why are you doing this? You couldn't come up with another name? What? Like, what? Like, who's like, "Oh man, I've always wanted a Mitsubishi Eclipse, but it's not practical for me to own a Mitsubishi Eclipse these days. So, hey, they made an Eclipse crossover, which is practical for me, and I get to fulfill my dream of driving a Mitsubishi Eclipse everywhere." Why? Why? Who does that? Makes no sense. Like, it's like, yeah, you're trying to carry the brand name forward, but, like, what does it matter? Like, they're totally disconnected. It'd be like if Ford tried to make a front-wheel drive Mustang. It's just not right. Oh, wait, they tried that, and they realized that, yeah, that's just not right. And in the spirit of the discussion, right there, Mitsubishi Eclipse. That's what an Eclipse looks like. Notice, it's a car. It's got 2 doors, and it is a car. God. Oh, man. Anyways, I feel like I'm looking for a car here because we need a couple of cars to do some races. Something rear-wheel drive and not a special car. But I think it has to be front-engine rear-wheel drive. Because while that NSX definitely looked tasty, I'm not sure it's the most effective use of our funds, to be honest. So... Do we have a... No, we do not have a GTR R33. Mitsubishi is still trying to appeal to us Americans since the sales here are not up to par. No, that's fine. Like, go ahead, build a crossover. Like, I understand crossovers are like the only thing that sells. Like, make crossovers. That's the cars that America wants. So if you want to be, you know, doing sales here in America, you got to build a crossover. But why call it an Eclipse? There's no positive reason to calling it an Eclipse at all. The only thing I can possibly think of is maybe like you had the naming rights and like the badge was already like, you know, patent pending and approved or something like that. So like you already had them made or whatever, so you didn't need to end up making them again. But why? So you know what? Here's an example of a good name right here. The Suzuki Carry 660 Turbo. It's a truck. It's called the Carry. What do trucks do? They carry things. It's a perfect name. And then they add in the 660 Turbo, telling you how big the engine is, as well as the fact that it has turbo. Great name. Perfect name. Although I will say, Suzuki, what is this? The Suzuki Alto Works RSZ VVT. A little bit of alphabet soup. And going back, tying this into the earlier conversation we had, people poop on McLaren for the stupid names. But, I mean, God, they're not the only one. They are not the only one. Wait, did I buy a Celica in the last stream? I feel like I bought a Celica in the last stream, or I was about to, and then I found the Mercedes, and then just like, gotta have it, because duh. Oh, those are some lovely chassis codes there. 167A2E. Not to be confused with a Super Nintendo game password system at all. What do you mean the Scion TC isn't a good name? I mean, it's not the worst name, but like it's a stupid name. I mean, I can definitely think of more terrible names. And remember when they made the new Beetle, which is now the old Beetle, but not the old Beetle? They did the racing series with the Beetle. I feel like that was strange, but that was a thing. So anyways, unfortunately we do not have access to a DC5 Type R, which absolutely blows, because I would buy that. But putting this up to the chat, we need something rear-wheel drive. I think we need a Honda, because we got to win that Sublimity Cup, or maybe that wasn't the Sublimity Cup, but anyways, Honda Bros before Chevy Hose, that's what I always say. So, should we get the S2000 or the NSX? I mean, the S2000 is a brand new S2000, whereas the NSX has a roof scoop and antenna on it. And it's white. Which, I'm sorry, the NSX in white is just right. Absolutely right. Like, that's the color an NSX should be. Well, it looks like the NSXs have it. Ooh, we could go into demonstration model. I'm just gonna straight up buy this. I mean, yeah, we're paying for this with cash. Yeah, duh. Input a license plate number. Quick chat, give me a good license plate number. But the... let's see if that fits. Nope, it doesn't fit. In SCX ass gun. I don't know why I found that funny, but just... RF scoop. I think the CRX I have already has a VTEC license plate of something, if I remember correctly. You know, it's really interesting. They allow you to put question marks as your license plates. So I just... Ferrari. Ding, ding, ding. We have a winner. I'm trying to think how I can fit this in. Fury. There we go. That is the Rari. Yeah, we could just go 1R. Duh, I'm a moron. That just makes it even better. Oh, and you know what? We're going with a 1 for a license plate because everyone knows that only winners drive Ferraris. Is this okay? Yes, this is okay. Oh boy, what have I done? What have I done? Fun fact, recently around here, I keep seeing this guy who keeps taking his Ferrari 488 Spider out on the weekends, driving through town, and I'm all like, someone in this town has a Ferrari 488, why? I mean, I understand why, but like, you know, this isn't the type of town where people drive Ferrari 488s. So it's kind of like a little out there, but I mean, hey, I guess no problem with me, you know. I mean, I don't mind seeing Ferraris when I just drive around town. I mean, nobody does. He drives it like a pansy, though. Nice glasses. Oh, I was like, wait, do we live in the same town? Do we know each other? He wants to flex on the working class. Anyways, hey, Empty Backs, would you recommend using assists for people getting into sim racing, or should we start directly without any assists? I would suggest starting without any assists, as well as driving cars that you can actually handle for your skill level, which are probably the cars that you have very little, if any, interest in. You know, for example, nobody gets into sim racing because they're all like, dude, I want to race MX-5s. Like, no, but that's the cars that you can probably handle, and it's actually going to teach you the most, and it's just going to be most effective. Anyways, lightning shift. I've heard about you. How's about we have a little race? You could learn a thing or two. Oh, buddy. Your day job is delivering milk to a hotel at the top of a mountain pass. Who the hell are you? Recently, he caught the eye of the leader of a certain well-known works team and is trying to go pro. But he can't help but feel like he's leaving something behind on the highways. He's out on the roads whenever he can find the time, searching for an answer. And he's got special rival car 016. Oh no. Buddy, I got an NSX. You don't. So therefore I am the superior person here, and you will lose. Because I have an NSX. Great cutscene. Yeah. Presume that that's one badass looking epic car. It's a trickster. Oh no. It's some initial D bull crap going on up here. But I have an NSX. He doesn't. So therefore, again, clearly superior. Oh yeah. Listen to that engine. Listen to her purr. You didn't see videos of Senna driving an A86 in Wolfers now, did ya? No, because no one cares. Get drifted on, son. Get drifted on. Oh boy, does this thing slide nicely. I am enthused with this purchase of this virtual automobile. I know, how shocking, right? I mean, you mean the NSX is a good car? It's news to me. Oh no, off-road. Thank you. That brings a whole new meaning to literally parking it at the apex. Oh hey, this thing does have boost. We got turbo, boys. We got turbo NSX Type R with a roof scoop and some antennas. Perfection has been achieved. I mean, there's nothing that's gonna top this car right here. I mean, like, just maximum epicness here. You know, the Ferrari license plate, the roof scoop, the white, the NSX, like, just the turbo. Can't top it. Here he comes. But we don't gotta worry about him because we got VTEC, bros. VTEC! That's what I always yell when I'm about to crash my car. VTEC! Engine parts. HRM level 1 acquired. Alright, so that place is done. Yeah, VTEC plus boost equals waiting. Oh hey, now I got some power finally. There we go, yeah. I mean, what's the saying for VTEC? All of the turbo lag, none of the boost? Then you add in some actual boost, you know? It's like, you just... Why do you play this game? Why? You know, I don't know. I don't know why I play this game. Maybe because it's fun to do these streams that are totally stupid and make zero freaking sense at all, but is just a very nice, relaxing change of pace. Because we get to make stupid car jokes and talk about stupid things and have a fun shared experience. That's why I play this game. Yeah, that's a metaphysical level thing. If you want the simple answer, because it's fun. There you go. Well, we got Beeline. I already hate this guy. I lost. I definitely need to work on the psychological part of my game. Son, you ain't got no game. He displays an enormous talent for picking up the ins and outs of highway racing. I feel like I've read that line about 37 times in this game already. In fact, in less than a year, he's gotten so good that there's not a racer in Morocco who doesn't know him. Again, I feel like I've read this before. However, he says cites on very... Oh my goodness, I actually read that before. I didn't even realize that. I raced this guy before. Prepare for struggle. The whole thing's a struggle. We were prepared before we even started, buddy. Wait, no, we didn't race this guy already. I'm pretty sure we did not race this guy already. Because otherwise it would have shown up that we lost to him. Or wait, maybe it went off. Maybe I just don't realize that the guy I was racing was actually driving a white car because I was doing it when it was raining out and I couldn't see anything in this game, so... Maybe I just didn't notice that I was actually racing a guy in a white car because I couldn't see it. But hey, at least we're no longer vanishing into the crowd. Now we get this, you know, this music, whatever you would choose to call it. Well, either way, I beat the guy. Okay, I have not beaten one. It's this guy. Okay, Night Requiem. I remember this guy. See, I remember this guy. Oh no, we didn't. We ain't got super sensitive handbrake anymore. Didn't change that yet. But we do have sweet balanced handling. See? Told you. Balanced handling. Ah! I almost cheesed it out of there. Well, that did not. That did not go swimmingly well at all. No, didn't it? We gotta go back into the. Gotta go back into the menu. Select shortcut menu. Dang, my select button doesn't work. Because you have to go back to the menu to get to your shortcut. To save clicking through one screen, basically, because this game is stupidly designed. Yeah, I think our brakes are fine. We just need more handbrake. And by more handbrake, I mean all of the handbrake. Yeah, a little bit more steering. Turn that traction control off. Get that out of here. Gotta say, that NSX, man. Whew. Alrighty. Night Requiem. It's time for your reckoning, Requiem. You're going down. Woo! Saved it. Stupid NSX and your big booty just hanging out there. Stupid NSX and your big booty just hanging out there. Freaking badonkadonk you got. Just, I mean, as the kids say these days, like, would smash, but, like, I mean, it just not helping me here. This car is just like, 1 foot too long in the rear. That's all. Just 1 foot too long in the rear. Hey, it's just her pants that make it look like that, man. No, I mean she fine. I mean, I ain't complaining, but you know, yeah, I keep bouncing off. It's like her. She's got some bongos going on, you know. No. Somehow that almost worked. Oh, come on. Alrighty. So, didn't go well, guys. That did not go well. And let's try that again. For the 37th time. That was probably not the correct time to go for a drink right there. There we go. No! That would have been a great combo too. But we got the lead. Now to hook some sick drifts, bro. Oh wait, we got enough points. We got the points, boys. Because they just massively lowered the bar for me. But I'm going to go ahead and smash that 9,500 anyways. Just that way I can say, hey, you know what? I did it the legit way. There we go. There we go. I told you I'd get it eventually. Only took a bunch of attempts, but that's one less point attack. Hello, Jacob. Ooh, we got 4 eggs. Alright, CA Rush. It's not hard to be fast. Yeah, okay, this guy. This guy. Alright, bring on the points. 4,500 points is what we need. And this track has a lot of good, long, lazy slides. Which as long as this thing's badonkadonk, don't get in the way. Which it just did. Alright, 4,500 point right here. Just gonna rip it. Wait, that's not even a point corner? Come on. BS. Alright, we gotta watch our speed here. Gotta watch our speed. Coming in hot. I better get some points here, because otherwise... Yep, I just managed to do a whole drift race and get no points. Yep, that just happened right there. Guys, that just happened. Too thick indeed. Too thick indeed. Anyways, we'll get this. We will get this. We will get this. Good morning. Good morning. He's saying good morning. That must mean that somewhere getting ready for Le Mans, you know? That was the correct answer, right? Yeah, this car is just... She is too thick to handle indeed. You know, these tight, twisty corners. You know, it's like, yeah, she's got the handles. Oh my goodness, how early must I brake? Oh, mom predictions. I'm going to go out on a limb here and say Toyota wins. What do you guys think? You guys think Toyota will win? I think they got a chance this year. Actually, just kidding. For the record, I am totally rooting against Toyota, like, entirely. Clutch! Unlike a Toyota. But, yeah. You know, it's one of those things where there's nobody to race, and I don't want Toyota to get their first victory when they're racing against no one. Just saying. And NSX, my NSX has some minor tweaks here and there. It's really an NA2 NSX. Whoa! Whoa, mind blown! Looking at Ito's NSX, you'd swear it was an NA1. In reality, though, Ito hates the gaudy appearance of the NA2 and modified his car himself to turn it back into an NA1, which is the correct move because headlights go up, headlights go down. In retrospect, it would have been easier for him to just buy an NA1 to begin with because Honda built the same car for like 25 years because they really didn't care, but they really didn't need to care. But apparently he never thought of it. Fine, okay. I'll go take someone else's lunch money and I will come back and kick your ass. I love things that move. I should hope, because otherwise that means you're into necrophilia, and that's just not cool, bro. Lately, I've gotten into local trains. Want to come watch with me? Eh? You want? Go for some train spotting? A plane, a train, an automobile enthusiast all in one. I can dig that, although I do not understand the appeal of trains. We'll get on that a little bit later here in just a moment. In other words, he's a fan of any machine that moves. Same here. He's not that interested in any car other than fast sports cars, but for some strange reason on the highways, he likes to drive a slow clunker. Because when I think of slow clunkers, I think of a Subaru WRX STI. Nothing says slow clunker quite like an STI. No? No? Oh, yeah, right, no. Anyways, I don't understand train spotting and like that whole thing and like, oh goodness, 9,500 points. Whew. Okay. She's just too thick. Girls just got too much meat on her bones, you know? And I mean, there ain't nothing wrong with that, but, you know, just sometimes causes problems, you know? Oh man, I keep just nibbling the wall. Just like barely. No! My money! My money! I want my money. I lost my money. He took my money. That's not how this is supposed to work. Wait. It's this guy I need to race. I'm better at commentary than actual racing. Hi, join the club. Let me be the commentator for your next battle. Nah, no thanks. I've got this. His own drift technique isn't anything special, but his ability to deliver in-depth, blow-by-blow commentary on other people's battles is simply incredible. This story is about him spread, and soon he got offers from 2 magazines to be a racing critic. It's like a food critic, only with racing. It turns out Michelin's are a little bit more tasty than Dunlops. He's currently working hard on his first column. Well, good luck to you there, buddy. Good luck to you, buddy. Oh man, that superior all-wheel drive right there, man. The Subaru, just. Oh yeah, and I, of course, just totally hang the tail out there. Just so beautifully when I don't need to drift. Just can't touch corners at all. Can't touch the walls. Any other time, except for a race where you're not allowed to touch the walls. Of course. Good old smash-a-roni there. Just driving slow, you in my way. I'm pretty sure it says Sano, but... yeah, that most definitely says Sano. But close. Close enough. Sorry, I was going to shove her up the inside there, but she couldn't quite fit into there. My goodness. This road does not seem nearly as narrow as many of the other roads in this game, but for some reason it just seems like a road that ends up feeling narrower than it actually is. Alrighty. Third of the mile left. Gotta win. Gotta find a way past. Sweet, sweet wall ride boost juice. We're even. SP depleting rapidly. No! We must win! Yeah, you can't beat me. Get out of here, sand butt. Sand butt. That That race got pretty feisty right there. Yeah, that one should not have taken that long, definitely. Man, this R32 just can't stand up to golfs these days. Huh? I'm a sore loser? I am not. No, I'm wondering why you're driving an R32 Golf during when this game was built, which would mean that this was like the newest and like is the R32, so like it's like the fastest Golf, you know, and yet you're losing to regular Golfs. He adamantly refuses to drive a Japanese car but he wanted to drive a Japanese car so badly, he still got an R32. Right after he bought his R32, the line underwent a complete model change, leading him to wonder if he was a little bit hasty. As a result, recently he's been targeting Japanese cars and late model Golfs. He needs to get a life. And I ain't got the money. We ain't got the dough. Hey, know any contests where I can win a new car? I'd sell my own grandma to win one of those. Well, if you're into selling your grandma, just go ahead and get the money and just buy a new car. Free. It's just a lot easier. It's simpler. A mail-in contest addict, he's yet to win Publisher Clearinghouse. He entered so many of them that he finally ended up winning a car, which he now drives. But he's still looking to sell his grandma. Why? I think he just hates grandma. Secretly, he thinks that he can actually make a living off contest winnings and now lists his job as professional contest entrant. Well, at least he's got something more useful on his resume than a gender studies degree. Whatever that means. He's been doing pretty well lately, but admits that it's hard to buy food with contest prizes. Yeah, but it's easy to buy food off that money you're going to make when you sell grandma. Oh, man. Anyways, 13,000 points is what we need. I mean, this guy complaining about how he can't afford food, but he's got a carbon fiber trunk on his MR2 or whatever the heck it is. No! Thickness, there we go. The thickness there nearly just cost us big time. Well, guys, that was easy. Now it's time to put superior Senna-honed speed in the NSX to the test. Come on, pavement. We need pavement. Oh, that would have been huge points, but we don't care. All we care about is catching this guy, because we got to beat him. How is this guy so freaking fast? No, really, how is this guy so freaking fast? Like, just all of a sudden, just like, boom, gone. Dude, it's fast because he sold his grandpa for parts. That's great. That's a good one right there. See, guys, I can do this drift thing. I should get a bonus for having a lot of points, you know? I mean, this guy's just like super fast. Although my drifts are extra tasty in this run, but you know, hey, you won't even know it. Weight reduction came from selling family members. Well, when it's only you, yourself, and you only need one seat, so. With my awesome technique, even the best technicians won't know what hit them. Whenever he climbs in the driver's seat, and especially at the start of a battle, his personality undergoes a sudden transformation. His driving is violent and reckless as he plows down the road, pacing and racing and running for the cup. Even going so far as to ram his opponent's car. His rivals are so scared of him that they let him pass. However, he's not really doing it on purpose, it's just netcode. I ain't got the money. Some people say Death Ruse is the most difficult racer in the game. Interesting. That's where I started, so... For the public lobby idiot. Yes. Attack type race. Attack type race. Limited Subaru cars. Yay, Subarus. There was the one race for Hondas. Which mountain was that on? Man, could you imagine if you had to do this, like, for real, like, drive across the whole freaking country of Japan just to find out that if you can or can't enter a race? Like, that'd be ridiculous. For some reason, I just entered the parking section. Yep, nobody there. Already done that one. Guys, we'll eventually find something to race. But I just want to race for the Sublimity Cup. I mean, I really just want to win the Sublimity Cup, and then we can wrap it up, and I can never play this game again, because, I mean, it's really all downhill from the Sublimity Cup. It is, I mean, that, like, you know, Lewis Hamilton may have, you know, 82 Formula 1 World Championships, but he doesn't have no freaking Sublimity Cup, and he never will. Because he's just not cool enough to win the Sublimity Cup. Alright, so we got 2 minutes to make it 1.5 miles. And we got a windy mountain road and an NSX. Let's do this. Sounds like a not bad situation to find yourself in. Although, you have to listen to this stupid song on the radio. No! I mean, yeah, NSX, windy mountain road. You gotta hurry up and drive like a madman. The road's entirely clear. I mean, yeah, sign me up, definitely. I mean, who wouldn't want that? But then you have to have this song playing on the radio the whole time. Just like, yeah, I'm good. This music is vaguely Tony Hawk Pro Skater. No, this music is incredibly Tony Hawk Pro Skater, except for the fact that it's just not good. Like, the guy's voice is just not suited to singing. It's like when I try and sing. Like, you know, it just doesn't work. Heck, it's like when I try talking, you know, it just doesn't work. But... Ooh, tunnel. I don't know if you guys heard that, but that was some lovely reverb effects through that tunnel there. That was like top-notch, like PS2 level. Like, we spent all of our budget on cutscenes and the reverb sound effects. The whole budget just gone. But hey, smooth jazz. Now see, this right here is a dream. Same windy mountain road, NSX, smooth jazz. Hell yeah. Hell yeah. I don't think walls quite work that way, but okay. I'll take your word for it, game. Okay, that was just me deciding, hey, you know what, I'll turn in approximately tomorrow. I think that'll work here in this corner. Yep, same thing there. Good going, self. Yeah, I am good driver. We'll get there. Plenty of time. We got all day. What controller am I using? I'm using a DualShock 4 controller. From the windows to the walls. To the walls. Funny thing is, we were talking about that song just earlier at work. Woo! Boys, we getting that thickness under control here. Oh, man, that was so perfect. You know, I shouldn't have said anything about getting the thickness under control here, you know? Shouldn't have said anything about getting the thickness under control, because quite clearly, keep bagging her on in there. No! Choke job. Choke job. But I had it, and then I threw it in the wall. Literally. I literally turned the car directly into the wall. Just throwing it in the wall. No! You can still do this, man, still do this. Barely got away with that one. Quality drift right there. Okay, we got enough points. Let's just make sure we get to the end. Oh, we got plenty of time. Xbox controller is better. I would strongly disagree. I much prefer the old DualShock, especially for games where you're using the D-pad, such as this. Like, just makes more sense to me. Choked harder than J.R. Hildebrand. You know, I'm not sure it's possible for anyone to choke harder than J.R. Hildebrand. I mean, this is like narrow little two-lane road. You know, yeah, I'm trying to drive sideways. He just like threw it into the wall. Just in the Indy 500, in the lead. He easily would have won it from this. Oh, man. Oh, yeah, light him up there. Alright, this next corner is way slower. I mean, it's like the hitboxes of the cars in this game is just like slightly bigger than you expect it to be, and it gets you every time. We can get this though. We can definitely get this. No! Just threw away our combo there. Yep, that screwed us up. There we go. Gotta get that combo bonus, man. Why couldn't that corner be a drift corner there? We just... fail. Stupid hitboxes. Spammers, man. Spammers. Spammers. Spam, spam, spam. Spam, spam, spam in a can. Show the car really quick. Alright, we can do that. Unfortunately, I don't know how to do a reverse view. Okay, come on. No! That corner can just screw off. Woo! Clutch! 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 Almost missed it. Political sex spot? I didn't know Stormy Daniels was on YouTube. Oh, heyo. There we go, Honda Cup. The Nobilissimus shield. Oh, I'm not even
even close to being able to enter. So, no subliminous. Ooh, a political sex bot was ranting about Hillary? I mean, hey, if you're into that kind of thing, but... Okay, kind of freaky. No? But boy, her emails, I tell you what. Oh yeah, hang that thickness out there. Oh yeah, work it, girl. Horny, decreasing radius. Amazing! That was amazing. So amazing, I had to throw it in the wall in the next corner because... otherwise, I was just all like, oh my goodness, I'm doing too good. Boom. Boom. Just out here just dropping bombs, you know, just boom. And then just get wrecked by that booty. You know, just called. I mean, you know, whenever paranoid that like maybe their neighbors hear things, and, you know, it's like, what's going on over there? Category level increased. Just gotta get a look at that hood scoop there, and those antennas for data logging and bringing the telemetry back in one piece, and a bunch of bits and bytes and beep bops and boop boops. You know, one thing with the NSX, the tail lights, they're just like, the whole thing, the whole back of the car is just dominated by the tail lights. And it's so weird, but it works so well, even though it just is like, come on. You know, that was the style back in the day, I guess. But like, it works so well with that spoiler on there. And every time I see it, I can't help but think of the Gran Turismo 1 garage page or car dealer page, you know, which was the taillights of the NSX, if I remember correctly. And of course, the perfect music that went with it. Which, if you are not familiar with the Gran Turismo 1 Honda dealer music, you are totally missing out. Because, I mean, it's like the best music in a racing video game-ish. It's definitely up there. taillight's so good they threw it onto an Accord. True that, true that. Yeah, the Nissan Z of the time had that same thing going on. It's definitely a like early '90s thing. Because the Porsche 964, I think, also had that same thing going on, if I remember correctly. Oh, guys, our SP is low. Oh my goodness, that was way slow. That was way slow. We weren't even close. Granted, I didn't really put a very good effort in, honestly, but you know, we can do better. Oh yeah, now you tell me to pay attention to the clear time there, meme god. Now you tell me. Yeah, we could head into the upgrade menu to try and upgrade this car, but we don't have any money. So, because we lost it all racing that one guy who took our money. So, we just have to drive better. What platform is this on? This is a PS2 game, originally. Although I'm playing on the EPSXE or PCSXE2 emulator on my PC. We're definitely abusing the walls here. Oh my goodness, we're way slow. We're gonna need upgrades. And by upgrades, I mean just bounce off the wall here, sideways. Oh hey, wait, where's the political sex bot? Oh my goodness. You know what? Hey you, buddy, old pal. Congratulations, Tom Anderson. You have now been given the authority. Because it seems like I can trust you with the authority. You know what that means. Feel free to bust out that band hammer. Cause I've already got it. I've already deleted like 5 messages tonight, and I've reported a couple for spam, and I blocked a couple of users, and I still keep getting more. Ah, joy. Oh, hey, we got $1.6 million. Of course, this is Japanese funny money, so rival encounter. Looking for parts? Why not hone your skills before you pump up your ride? Meet me at the Akagi Day, PA. I love it when I go in to get some parts and this chick confronts me as though like, wanna pump up your ride? Why does that never happen when I go to AutoZone? Rally quit. Rally kit. Equipped. Oh, that just looks stupid. I'm just gonna say this. Mud flaps. Mud flaps. Let's just let that marinate just for a little bit before we actually put them on. Just like, do we really want to go through with putting mud flaps on an NSX? Because on so many levels that is not right, but on so many levels that is absolutely right. Can tune up our winker. Sure, let's purchase that winker tune. Oh, this is $25,000. I didn't realize that actually was going to cost me money, but we got spiked tires. We had tires with spikes on. Oh boy. So let's put on some proper actual tires here. There we go. Level 3 I haven't unlocked yet because I won level 4 from some guy. Wait. Oh, okay. Sure. Let's buy the two-way. I mean, why? Why not? Right? I mean, it's two-way. And of course, this is a Tokyo Xtreme Racer game, so therefore clutch and transmission upgrades are like surprisingly, super mega surprisingly effective. Just so like all of a sudden, like you get a new transmission and shifts are instantaneous. Just like boom, shift, boom, shift, boom, shift. Ooh. Duh. Them red Brembos add in all that power, yo. Can we afford any of this? Barely. So let's go on in there and make sure we turn that boost up. I mean, that is one swell looking car. I can't remember where there it is. Like, you know, my question is, like, why would you, like, ever just, like, leave it there? You know, I just don't. I mean, it's probably more effective to actually put it the other way around to maximum torque, especially in a car that has no torque. But, you know, I feel like it's wrong to try and put more torque into a Honda. Like, it's just, like, not right. It's sacrilegious. Like, the whole point of a Honda is it has no torque. It's literally the entire existence why it should be. Oh, this guy, psh, look at me, I got a Supra, I'm badass. Korean culture is big in Japan right now, but you've got to stay ahead of the trend curve, says the guy who drives a freaking Supra. Man, you're so ahead of the trend. He's an incurable trend hound. Whenever a new fad emerges, he's always the first to get in on it. He claims to hate these kinds of people himself, however, and doesn't seem to notice the obvious contradiction. Lately, he's gotten in on the Korean culture boom and is planning to buy himself a Korean car. Well, this game was made in like 2006, so good friggin' luck to you, buddy. Oh, I mean, now Korean cars aren't like total trash, but like this is like 2006 here. Korean cars are not good in 2006. Man, this R32 just can't stand up to Golfs these days. I've already read this guy's stuff, and I ain't got enough money. And the funny thing is, these guys are probably the people keeping me from getting like to the next slasher or whatever. Because I don't see anyone else to race against. Hey man, there's plenty of space for my pots and pans in an NSX. It's got a frunk. Alright, there's plenty of space up there. I think. I'm just assuming because it's a Honda, and therefore because it's a Honda, it probably has like so much freaking storage space that you're just like, wow. A sports car with actual tremendous amounts of storage space that I can drive every single day and is just reliable and comfortable and it works and like, how can this be? How could this be, you know? Like, how could it be now, you know? So who could it be? How could it be, you know? I mean, it's crazy. Honda be doing these crazy things back in the 90s, and now they just kind of suck. I only guess the way to do. I should probably read this in the proper orders. I guess the only way to make it big is to come back every night and win battles. Yeah, pretty much. You might think that a guy who's as afraid of the dark as he is wouldn't be suited for night battle, but he's determined to make a name for himself in night battle. And his machine is impressive. With the press of a button, he can turn on numerous brilliant lamps, lighting up the road as if it were the high noon. It's high noon. But racers aren't allowed to have lights on inside the car during races. Again, don't have the money. The GT1 had some pretty good storage space, just empty at the fuel tank. Heyo! I will never understand how that wasn't just like totally shot down, like right then and there in the spot. Just like, no, we know what you're doing. I don't care if you somehow technically circumvented the rules. No, go back, put an actual storage space in it. Even in the battle, I think you should respect your rivals. Just don't let it stop your victory. Okay, cool. I'm not gonna go through all these guys because I ain't got time for that. Single malt scotch is the best. it really complements a meal, and it helps keep my head clear in races. Cause nothing says quality driving like being drunk. Listen up, maggot. Drill Sergeant Nakakawa is gonna make you learn how to drive all over again. I've been on the edge lately. Maybe I should watch some sitcoms and try to strike up a few conversations. Oh man, I don't have enough money for anything. Why'd you guys let me spend all of my money? Like, all of my money. You guys let me spend all of my money and didn't tell me that I needed the money to make the money. Here's this guy again. I can't race that guy. No, you can't do that. You don't get to race anybody. Only one choice, sell grandma. Why is this guy just parked a row back from... I just... Like, everyone needs money, I guess. Who would have guessed to street race and take other people's money, you need to put some of your own money up for grabs? I know, right? It's the darndest thing. I mean, I was so proud too, because like, I absolutely nailed the right amount of money. Like, I mean, everybody knows that in racing games, you spend as absolutely much possible money as you can, and then you like, you know, go make that money back. This is your only chance. This is it. Today's ultra low price. $2.21 million. Yes, I will take my 1,000 credits and go on down and buy a 2.2 million credit car. Roger that. Ooh, the Gripos trophy. Rotary badge. You know what? I probably do need to put the sponsor stickers on the car, but we probably do need to also check to see if we have... For some reason... And you know what? I think I forgot to go challenge that one lady who's all like, so you want to pump up your ride? Come here, big boy. I mean, this chick, she extra thick. I mean, just like, I mean, that's mega thick. You know, that's grab on and a hold on, because things are about to get real. You know. Yeah, you know what? I just don't feel like playing around of you know, let's try and drift all of these things and not hit a wall even once. Like, that just does not sound like the fun I'm looking for right now. Oh, that was just good job. Good gerb. So basically, I got all the sponsors I can get right now. So let's go in here. They're probably gonna charge me to put the stickers on. Let's go tune up them stickers. My stickers have been tuned. Can't remember what goes where. I think this one was the one that gives big bucks. No, it does not give big bucks. Okay, that must have been the big bucks location. And presumably the rear window. I mean, we gotta get over here to the driver's side here. So many stickers. Oh wow. I'm going like full on like Talladega Nights here, just like. I mean, could you get a little bit more reckless putting stickers on your windows? I mean, just you're asking for problems. I will not destroy that face. She's too beautiful, man. Oh wait, where was that one lady? I think it's a Kagi. Center of that parking area, if you know what I mean. Apparently she's gone. She's gone. Ooh, Master Race. Rotary match. She's gone. I said I'd meet her there and didn't meet her there, and you know, I mean, she's like, well, yeah, didn't show up, so guess someone's not getting their ride pumped up. There's probably a freaking message on the bulletin board system saying that something happened and hashtag me too right about now. Oh wait, this game is 10 years in the past. I forgot. Oh no! And absolutely no one there. Well, we need to do some Gymkhana grinding. Time for everybody's favorite game of SpaghettiOs, Gymkhana. We're gonna go third person Gymkhana here for extra confusion. Alright, around here. It's like driving a freaking RC car or something, like, just makes no sense at all. There we go. I'll have my $600,000 there. Thank you very much. We'll go ahead and grind it again. We'll go ahead and grind it again because we didn't show up and meet that lady. Can I just ask where in the world they got these giant cones? Because I'd kind of like to put like one in my front yard or something, just to like have people drive by and be like, whoa, that's a giant cone. Why does he have a giant cone there? Guys, do you think that's how racing works in the real world? You do 30 seconds of racing, make $90,000, and then get paid $500,000 by your sponsors? Like, is that how it works? Oh man, I was hoping we could get the random encounter. So, in the nighttime. Now that we got some money, well, that means we can race, right? You also have to say the attendees are the best fans. Only if you're Lewis Hamilton. Only if you're Lewis Hamilton. Thankfully, not every driver feels the need to BS and do all that crap. Let me make just one thing clear. I am not a stalker. The apartment he lives in is so small that he actually sleeps in his dresser. And he's finally decided to move because he's tired of sleeping in his dresser because this is Japan. His friend told him about a really nice place, but it's near the house of a girl he really likes at work, and he was afraid that it might make him look like a stalker. So he gave up. Well then. Nothing's more creepy than saying that you're not a stalker, because you're basically saying you are a stalker. I mean, how is that relevant to the drift game? How isn't it relevant to the drift game? I mean, if it wasn't for the storyline in this game, like, this game would be nothing. I mean, you guys remember early on there was the plot to overthrow the admin of the BBS by having unsecure passwords and stuff like that? Actually, I wonder what happened to that, because that's a pretty key plot we had going on in this game. Wait, Honda hasn't released the power on the new NSX? Or are you talking about in the game? Because I feel like someone surely has put the thing onto a dyno by now. This guy. Maybe we should have this guy and train, or this guy is train guy, and totally not a stalker guy. Like, go stalk some trains. Just like, there you go, man. One corner is actually about 6 mini little drifts. 1776, America, right there. Turns out on racing tires and a wet surface, this thing is pretty easy to just kick out, yeah? I know, right? Who would have thought? Ooh, we got a muffler. So that way we can make her scream. Totally not creepy with the context of Stalker Guy either. Totally not creepy. Fur can acquired. Ah. No! Too much drift. Oh, you kidding me? Like, I had that just nailed, and it's like, yep, nope. That was a fail. And again, why is this guy so incredibly fast? I feel like this guy is like way above his skill level, just like, hey yo, I heard you like difficulty spikes. It's just like, granted, we are on not even gonna bother with that. It's the racing tires, and then you hit that dirt, the thing just like, yeah, no, not happening. Let's beat this guy. What's an LF battle? Can't remember what an LF battle is. Low frequency battle. Oh, one of these? Easy mode. Dirt! Oh no, we can't let him get away. So if he gets 100 yards away, he wins. Remember correctly? Or not. I was wrong. Thank goodness. Although, hope to goodness we get some actual pavement, because... Despite the rally kit that's installed, this is not actually a rally car right now. There we go. There we go, we're closing the gap. Still got 2 miles left, plenty of time. Your lowly VW is no match for the greatness that is the NSX. You know what happened the last time a Volkswagen got in front of a Honda in a street race? And it was all like, yeah, I'm ahead. The correct answer was too soon, Junior. That's what happened. Which, let's be real, that stupid freaking, that stupid white car in that movie, just like, oh my goodness. Is that a Golf or a Jetta? I can't remember. Like, I felt like that car just like had no right being in that movie, because it had no right being in that movie. It just like didn't fit at all. It's just all like, why is this car here? It's ugly. It's ugly. And I don't just mean that as in like, you know, I don't care for, you know, the riced out cars, but I mean, like, really, a Volkswagen Jetta? Really? Like, why are you street racing a Jetta? Like, there's your first and second and third and 763rd problem. You're racing a freaking Volkswagen Jetta. Why? Like, let's be real here. S2000 Jetta. Oh, who's gonna win? Oh man. I think it's everybody except for just that one guy. And to be honest, we probably have to do more daytime racing to get the slasher to come out. Because it's probably set where you have to advance a certain number of categories, and then... Because this is all just re-rolls of same opponents. Which is a shame, because racing during the daytime sucks. Racing at nighttime, the nighttime is the right time. So let's go ahead and do battle with Enchantress. When you drive a van like me, you're extra thick on the road. Other drivers tend to get more careless. Don't you hold back on me. I can handle it, because I'm driving a little wagon. She's the secretary to the president of a certain toy company. She gets a lot of attention from men both at her job and on the highway. Looking at her vaunted legacy wagon, you might wonder why she isn't driving a sedan. It's because she's thick. But know this, no sedan driver has ever challenged her to a battle and won. Respect the wagon. Respect the... I'll let you fill in the blank. Cutscene! Yeah! Awesome graphics! Prepare for struggle! Giggity. Didn't know this game was like that, but okay. Oh, believe me, there won't be a struggle here. I'll simply overpower this situation. Let's be real. Wagon, NSX. Oops. Oh, this is that stupid course that has like double apex corners. It's like frickin' Circuit of the Americas Mountain Edition, only with no runoff. So therefore it's like way better, but still, just like, yeah, okay, you're being ridiculous with your stupid corners. It was fun the first 732 times, but not the 733rd, alright? Just screw off. Nailed it! I mean, like, seriously, like, could you not just put a sweeping curve in there? Or did you decide it was, like, cheaper and more efficient to, like, just build a bunch of, like, straights connected by very short corners everywhere, like... Almost there. Yes, these are real locations. And to my understanding, they were laser scanned or LiDAR scanned or something or other. Like way back when. Like, not even as like a joke, but like is actually a thing. Which is pretty cool. Rookie Shield! Yay! Experienced! Get prize! So Japanese. So Japanese. I know I've said this before, but never change, Japan. Never change. Wait, it said inexperienced? I thought it said experienced. I mean, it makes more sense if it's the rookie prize. I can't even read. In my defense, it is getting pretty late here. I think this is gonna... Freaking Nikon Premium, man. We're gonna go to another day. for the next day, and ooh, what you've been dying to find, only available here, an exclusive. She's extra thick and meaty. She's the Subaru Forester S/TB STI 2 for only $894,000. We gonna go get some power, boys. God, those stickers are so ugly. So ugly. Time to get that muffler on, yeah. Oh man, making big power. Give me the biggest exhaust pipe you possibly have, duh. Okay, let's see. Can't remember how this crap works. Oh geez, that seems like spending a hell of a lot of money to get 6 horsepower. I say that as I spot a totally useless part. I'm so confused. Sure, let's buy that. I think I need to buy that before I don't understand how this works, man. Bought an intercooler from someone, man. Now put it on the car. Alright, man. Game, why are you so confusing? Like, this game is just like so just not functionally designed. I don't know. I'm sure it probably doesn't matter. I'm sure it doesn't matter. Although I swear to goodness, if I don't have enough money to race that one guy, I'm a flip. I'm a flip. Oh, hey, we got these guys. Oh, hey, no, this is someone different. Yeah, like, you don't stand a chance against me. You know? Stupid automatic transmission. Napoleon Miwazawa. I don't think Napoleon would drive his Subaru Legacy. Too big. And not French enough. thing's just got grip for days now. I don't know what we did to it, but oh yeah, it's because we're not racing in the rain. That's what it is. And we got the racing tires on it, which we haven't had the racing tires on it since Club Koishikawa, who's driving like the exact same car. Oh wait, he's got a wagon. Empty box, what do you think about the Fanatec Podium direct drive wheel that's coming soon? Nothing at all. Haven't had a single thought of it enter my head. I'm not in the market for a steering wheel. Hope to goodness. Because if I was, that means that my steering wheel blew up. And that would be bad. That would be bad for everybody right there, yeah? But, yeah. You know. Not sure I would necessarily want a Fanatec wheel in that price range. Just throwing that out there. But I'm not sure that there's anything better than the Fanatec in that price range. So obviously a lot of that does depend on how good it actually is, you know, and all that, but yeah, okay, we'll see. It's kind of one of those things where while I do pay attention to the hardware and like if I wanted to I could talk hardware, I just don't get into talking hardware. You know, just kind of sort of there. I gotta stop just like cutting these corners super hard. Like it slides and then it just like regrips and it's just like, oh yeah, you wanted all of the turn? Here's all of the turning. There you go. Why is this guy still sticking around? Like, this guy, his SP meter is not depleting in the way that it should be. Like, how did the last guy last 15 seconds and this guy is just still floating around when he's had no chance the whole time? Like, what's that? Like, really? There we go. Akira Nice. Alrighty, this race is over. It's done. You can go home. Give me your money. You know, I'm darn sure your team leader ain't gonna do anything because he's gonna drive like 5 miles an hour. We got speed! Alrighty, any day now. For crying out loud, your SP meter like depletes so slowly. Alright, here we go, Nikon Premium. Let's do this. We can do this. No! Game over, chump. The jig is up. The jig is up. You lose, go home. Turns out that, you know, having the proper tires on does indeed make a load of difference. Yeah, and no rain as well. It's two, pretty substantial change in pace there, you know? Don't worry, no. Although I will say you do get in these silly little, like, overcorrecty drift thing going on. But yeah, we crushed that one there. We nearly tripled it. See, I can handle drifting. It ain't so scary. No, Isaac, it isn't the drifting in first person that's giving you the headache. It's the commentary that's giving you the headache. Alrighty. We'll swing through this the rest of the night, and then we'll just fast forward through the day, see if there's a slasher or whatever. So it is getting late here. It is 12:15 a.m. And yeah, it's 12:15 a.m. Yeah, at least in Tokyo Xtreme Racer, the highway series, you know, like when you're going in between the guys, checking out who you can race, like you're at least doing something, like you're driving around the highway, like avoiding the cars and all that, like, you know, you're still having fun. This, you're just going to the menus just like, okay, is there anyone here I can race? No. Anyone here I can race? No. Anyone here I can race? No. Which is really just annoying. All right, starting me right at the wall. Yeah, good going there, game. Jeez, that launch. Woo! Them racing tires, man. Them racing tires got grip. Oh, she crashed. Something Asian driver, something female driver. That must have been what happened there. She just like all of a sudden stopped. Bloody Saturn. Oh, at least they didn't give him a different planet's name, because it'd be pretty embarrassing if they called him Bloody Uranus. Yeah, that's terrible. That's so terrible. Yep, crashed again. Yep, good job, AI. Good job. Yep. Yep. I think we got this one, guys. Oh, now we're just racing just Mai, who's driving a Fiat Coupe. Which, why is the Fiat Coupe in this game? Because why was that thing in any game? This thing so corners like a demon now, man. And yep, this guy crashed as well. They're all gonna crash in the exact same spot. Yep, let's save that replay because that's just a glorious one we'll want to watch back for the rest of our existence on this planet. Here's Golf Omen. Motherfucker just steered right into me. Just steered right into me. Tried to crash me. And you know what? Now he crashed. Actually, wait. It looks like this guy's actually... He's actually doing it. He's doing it. He's doing it. I'm dancing. I'm dancing. Now this guy's in my way. Send his car, send his move right there. Just stuff it up in there and just smash him, crash him. Works every time. There. You have to be careful of the SP. Alright, boys. Oh goodness, the EKG's going crazy! Dang it! That was some bull crap right there. That was bull crap. Don't tell me I gotta... don't tell me I gotta start all over. Oh my goodness. You gotta be... Just done. We're done. We're done. Back it on up. We're done, boys. We're going home. Put on the trailer. It's over. It's over. Like, I don't even know how that guy, like, kept up with us, because I don't feel like he should have kept up with us. I don't know. But, yeah, that happened. That happened. Always with the double save. I don't know if I was the only one who ever was like paranoid, but like anytime you go into save manually, because like this back in the day before auto save was like in literally everything, like I always have to save twice because otherwise I'm just like paranoid that it's not going to actually save, which is weird, I know, but yeah. So there's some more Tokyo Xtreme Racer Drift 2. Some fun was had. Some anger was generated, and yeah, I hope you all enjoyed. We'll probably have to do this again, but no, we do gotta do it again because we ain't finished this game yet. Because this game probably never gonna be finished because it's just gonna keep on going and going and going because it's gonna keep on trolling and trolling and trolling. But yeah, good call at night. Anyways, hopefully catch you next time. But anyways, hope you all enjoyed. Bye.